Hello and welcome back to Silkia. On the last episode, the students kind of just socialized, I guess. It seems like Busho is taking lead and forcing Yuta and Oniji to go to yoga. Toya and Fontaine are just making jokes, and Hiro and Maru are bonding. Hooray! Making fun of Shoko. Hooray. I don't know. Taru and Manzo want to take a fight to Coco. Momoe is trying to make them do it peacefully. But pretty much that's it, yeah. He did call out the teacher kind of shrugged off and then stole Yato. I feel like she's influencing him as we speak. Still, yeah. With that, I think it's finally time to head upstairs. If I remember correctly. Men's dorm are on the right. Oh, yeah, on the right. Ooh, we can walk around. Perfect timing. Hello. Hello, tiny child.
Not yummy.
For the record, I do not thrive on the tears of children. I only drink them when there aren't any blood bags around. It's not like I enjoy it. So, you do take the blood bags. That does not help your case. Okay, well, have fun, small child. Hello, dark humor lady.
I'm all ears.
I'll let you make death jokes if you let me make arm jokes.
I can handle anything.
An enticing offer.
You got it, chum.
Want to shake on it? I'd reply back sarcastically in sign language. But I have a speech impediment. I'll take that as a yes then. Okay, I'll start. Who has 2 thumbs and hates fishing? This posse of... What? The posse will mount my head on the wall if they ever find out about this conversation. Why? They're bonding. They're having fun. It's 2 people enjoying and just having fun. True, it's like their own disabilities. They're not going out of the way and attacking other people. I don't know. Because of that, Iki no Miki, you get to go next. Oh, okay. Guess not. Hello. The silent treatment, huh? She actually hasn't said anything in a while. Probably best if I don't disturb her. Okay. Hello, small one. I'm not talking to her. Why? She's smarter than you. Alright, what's your plan, big guy?
Pure gold.
And that's why I keep it on my person at all times. Dude, with a backstory like that, only 150,000 yen is a steal. Okay, so those 2 are bonding. Alright, superhero. Your turn.
For shame!
Please tell me what you reimbursed your neighbors after you took their coupons.
Here's a good one!
I wouldn't never not reimburse them, if that's what you're wondering. That's double negative. So, no, you didn't. Triple negative.
Your nefarious deeds end here!
I know enough grammar to realize that doesn't work out to a plea of innocence. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Momoe knows.
What do you mean?
Wouldn't it make you feel better if I... would it make you feel better if I lie and say that I did?
Don't get it.
Honestly, I might start doing it if it helps you sleep at night. Chikuma turns to me and whispers.
Here's a tip.
Hey hero, word of advice. Deep sleepers are easy to steal from. Okay. Do you know who's the deep sleeper in this room? I mean, technically Shoko, but he's knocked out. But I mean, we could steal some stuff, make sure they don't kill us with it. I'm just gonna walk away. Fair enough. I see knives. Damn. I don't like you. You're annoying. You're annoying. You're annoying, but I mean, you know, I still would talk to you. It's a shame. Pink machine. What's this gaudy contraption?
It's the real deal.
Oh, it's a pinko machine.
What?
I thought gambling was illegal in this country.
KT got you
It
covered.
is, but pachinko parlors use a clever series of legal loopholes and middlemen to basically ignore that fact. Fair enough.
Go on.
Intriguing. Tell me more.
My advice
Okay,
to you.
so the process starts when the customer turns in their pachinko balls for a ticket. There's usually a shop next door that happens to... Why do you know so much about this? I mean, he probably has one of the machines.
Only 1,000
Well, I should also
yen.
tell you how the Yakuza used these parlors for money laundering. Okay. He really is an expert in all this. Fair enough. Anyway, I think it's everyone, because everyone else is in pairs. Yeah. We're on the right, so let's go to the left. Okay. Jikuma's dorm. Momoe's dorm. Oh, they're already bonding. Oh, then Yuta sucks for Momoe. Toya's not gonna mind. Teacher's here. Okay. That is definitely a design. So who's this then? This is a women's bathroom. Okay. Maru is next to Naomi. Sucks for Naomi. Fan. And then Hide. Yep. Cool, fair enough. Okay, who do we have? Taru and Yato. Solid duo. Shoko. And Busho. Looks for Yato, I suppose, and whoever's there. Let's check on him. A faint rustling echoes from behind the door. Professor N and Yato must be in this room. I hope Shoko's okay. That's a lie. You were making fun of him. You know what? Shoko, be as loud as possible. Am I at the very end? This is mine, right? Yep. Sure. He doesn't mind. Empty dorm room. Why do we have an empty... Oh, I guess it's because it is all on numbers. Why not? There's no nameplate on this door. It's probably not in use. But it could be. Okay. Okay. Well, wasted a lot... enough time. As I reach for the door, I'm interrupted by a voice behind me.
Oh.
It doesn't seem like you'll be waking up anytime soon. Okay, well, we're going to bed anyway, so not our problem.
A concerning tale.
I can only pray that none of his injuries are permanent. I mean, lack of oxygen to the heads.
Hello again.
Oh, hello, Hiroaki. You seem a bit on edge, so I'd like you to know that Shoko is now resting comfortably in his room. Resting comfortably, or resting comfortably, or knocked out unconscious.
Surely.
Strangely enough, only a part of his neck was injured. A small area in the front appeared badly blistered. Blistered. Okay, that sounds like something we should take note of. Weird. If he was strangled, shouldn't his neck be similar wounds on all sides?
Perhaps.
Perhaps Saru was going easy on him. Didn't look that way.
Are you certain?
Why would he do such a thing?
Well, maybe.
If he really wanted us to follow this game, it doesn't make sense to kill one of his players so soon. To make an example, he had 16 spare.
It could be.
It would give us a common enemy, someone to fight against that isn't each other. It would ruin the stakes, as corny as it sounds. No, I'm starting to side with Hide. It sounds like you're manipulating things.
Puzzling as ever.
You could be onto something. Yato, you're too big to fall for it. You need to stay neutral.
People of the Earth.
Perhaps all its murderous threats ring hollow. If that's true, there's still a chance we can resist. Nope.
You are sorely mistaken.
Absolutely not. Yato, as your instructor, I forbid you from taking such a drastic measure. Or taking such drastic measures.
That's impossible.
It's impossible to predict what would happen if we defy it, and I can't bear to see another one of my students get hurt. I don't trust you. I trust you as far as I can throw you, and let's be fair, I'm probably weaker than Shoko.
No, it can't be.
It pains me to see all this unfold. It hurts knowing just how powerless I am in this situation. I don't know, with a talent like Ultimate Instructor, even if it's a formality, or formally, you know, that's a level of influence you have. And that in this game, influence is a lot.
Forgive me.
I apologize for bringing up such a thoughtless idea.
Trust one another.
I'm sure it'll be okay. From what I saw, morale is still high enough for us to be cracking crude jokes at each other. I mean, is it crude? I mean, to be fair, Toya even asked for permission, and Iki Namiki happily responded and reciprocated. So, I mean, you know, I think those jokes are just fine.
Why, thank you.
They really are an upbeat class, aren't they? No, they're idiots.
I always had high hopes
Besides
for you.
Naomi, I think Naomi's literally the only one with the brain cell. Remains to be seen on Yato. No offense, big guy, but I mean, you seem quiet and stoic. That doesn't necessarily mean you're smart. You may be logical and realistic. Doesn't mean you're smart. It just makes you the neutral ground. You are ground zero. Naomi's like level 2, maybe, and then everyone else is below you. So you're second place. Good job. I was initially worried that none of them would get along. They don't, but so many have managed to make friends already. Some have.
Without question.
And if the Yellow Monkey was speaking the truth, then his anti-motives could certainly help us keep our spirits high. Could, but also could make us very depressed and want us to get out more. Yeah, I'm
can I
sure
say?
everything will work out eventually.
It's academic.
Once we escape and capture the people behind this, I'm sure we'll become the best of friends. I don't think so. It's funny, despite everything that's happened, I'm still excited for our future. Well, that's signing someone's death warrant. Professor N has a small smile on her face as she says that. Well, yeah, so. I choose to believe in her promise. Well, you're an idiot. I'm sure that Class 17 will bring about a future they truly deserve. Well, as the monkey once said, we don't deserve that future. I bid our 2 medics a hopeful farewell and slid the door to my room. Yeah. Oh, we have a stuffed monkey. So this is my room, huh? To be honest, I was expecting a lot worse. Though it does beg the question, if Biz really wants us to kill each other, shouldn't he have made it unbearable to live here? Maybe that'll be one of the motives. It'd force our hands a lot faster. Maybe Coco was trying his best to keep us comfortable. True. I mean, we have a stuffed plushie, I guess. If that's true, then there's a chance we still can get through this. No, it's more than that. I'm sure we will. No one's going to try anything if we can count on the fact that we'll be rescued soon. Well, still, I mean, it's nice to be optimistic, but we should also prepare for the worst. They have to come eventually, right? The twisted and possible web of today's innumerable mysteries weigh on my mind as I think. So this is a different time, I think, from the actual beginning. As the thunder lies the question most perplexing of all: who's behind all of this? The headmaster, I think. If Coco and Biz are artificial intelligences, then the question remains as to who created them and how. As much as I wanted to attend, I never saw Bito as the type of school where people had such ingenuity. And yet, the technology clearly exists. I can attest to that with certainty after today. Whoever they are, they're probably keeping us close tabs on us. I bet they're hoping that someone will snap, hoping that someone will indulge them and join in on their vicious game. I mean, well, you can win games by not winning games. It's just a matter of what goal you set. That's why they tried to convince us that we had lost our titles. The killing game isn't just physical, it's psychological. What kind of person could do something so needlessly cruel? At the very least, I know I could trust Professor N. No, you can't. And the other students. No, you can't. They all seemed incredibly A measure of serious knocks interrupted my mental stupor. Is it Maru? It's either Maru or Hide. I hope it's Hide. I blink my eyes in surprise as I move to answer the door. Girl, thanks, Hide. Girl, she was almost completely silent from there when everyone was chatting in the dorm lobby earlier.
Hello again.
Oh, it's you. Is everything okay?
Hello.
Yeah, I guess. It's important, alright? Okay. Do you have a knife?
I understand.
I understand. Is there a reason why you need me specific?
That's weird.
It's that teacher, Shiori. It's that teacher, Shiori. Professor N.
Bear with me.
Yeah, her. She's really bad news.
You can't be serious!
Not this again.
Give me a second.
No, I mean it. She's a liar, and a bad one at that. I agree with you. The group might have bought her measly excuses, but I didn't.
That's not right.
None of what she said is true. She confirmed my suspicions when she led us here. What?
I have a theory.
While the rest of you panicked and ran without thinking, I tried the door to another building locked.
I'm done with this.
How could she possibly know that only the dorms were unlocked? How could she possibly know that the power in this building was on?
Intolerable!
She knows what's going on here, Hiraki. We're all just following her script. True. She is instructing us. She is leading us. It is correct. Still, Hiro has a point. Why are you telling us to us?
That's suspicious.
Isn't any of this at least a little suspicious to you? Yes. That's. Of course, you don't agree. No, it's just.
It's not that deep.
Do you know what it takes to be an ultimate instructor? To boss people around? Huh? What does that have to do with?
Jack of all
First, you have to be the
trades.
ultimate. What? You have to be an ultimate yourself. Not only that, you have to graduate with nothing short of impeccable grades. You're required to be on good terms with every staff member and spend years assisting them as a secretary. Even then, it's not a guarantee.
I've worked hard.
Anyone who goes through a process as rigorous as that must be seriously committed to Bito.
Trust one another.
Especially since they could just as easily get a normal job somewhere else. As an ultimate, you have no shortage of
I
options.
don't get it.
Your point being? She's got a point. What is your point, Hiro?
Am I clear?
My point is that even though I've only met Professor N today, I can tell she's extremely devoted to this school from her title alone. Okay, that still doesn't prove that the school isn't behind this. If the school is behind this, then your point is null and void. Someone like her, would never trap us all in this some crazy killing game, much less lie about doing so to our faces. It's absurd. But not impossible. Yeah. It's, I don't know the best way to describe it. Because this would explain, when we saw the start, assuming the person we saw was Hiro, staring at the news report of the headmaster, it would explain why, obviously, it didn't know if he hated it, but he was angry at it, from my memory. Because he escaped, he told the truth, he blew the whistle, basically. And since he's the ultimate second place, he kind of had every ultimate under his belt, only losing to the specific person at the time. He convinced them. So unless the teacher, unless the headmaster had the ultimate lawyer on his side, Hiro was second place as a lawyer to accuse him. It's far more likely that the person behind this just has it out for the school, or the school is behind it themselves. It's not uncommon for people to be jealous of Bito and its prestige. Until we have some definitive proof about any of this, I need you to stop throwing around such horrible accusations. I mean, okay, Hiro has a point, get proof, but I do believe he did. Please? Her tense frown gives a way to a tight expression of resignation.
No! I'm trying my hardest.
I won't say anything else.
I won't screw
I'm
this
sorry.
up.
I know it's a bit harsh for me, but we need... No, I understand. I need to stop thinking the worst of others. So Hide is going to die first. The teacher's going to be the one who killed Hide. Ooh. And then Hide is going to convince someone to be the conspirator. And then that person is going to be like a little bit down on themselves for chapter 2, I guess. So, who would likely follow the teacher to murder? Fan maybe? I don't think Momoe would. But Momoe could. Maru maybe? Yeah, I can see it being Maru, and then Hiro's like, oh, cheer up, Maru. You didn't know you were being tricked, and then they're both buddy-buddy. And then Busho becomes the antagonist instead of Hide, I suppose. It would help if I just calmed down and approached this slowly.
I wonder.
Trying to solve things like this has always given me a tunnel vision. Sometimes it's better, sometimes it's worse. I think this is one of the better ones. I'm sorry, but thanks, Hiraki, really. Why did you come to us anyway? No
it
problem.
was nothing.
I'm here if you need to talk or whatever. Yeah, I appreciate it.
See you.
Good night, I think. So, I don't know. I just realized that the bed has ladders. That's actually like, it's not just on the ground. It's, you are physically climbing into bed. She leaves in a hurry, her head held down and her shoulders hunched.
Bye.
Bye. She seemed to take it oddly well. I assumed she'd get mad and try to fight me or something. Or she's going to kill the teacher. And then she's going to force us to be the conspirator. And then it's a matter of, no, we can't call her out because then people will think we're the Blackens, throwing her under the bus. It doesn't matter though. I'm glad we won't have to deal with that anymore. We will. Now, where was I? Alright. My final question. Could any of this be related to what happened to him? The head teacher. You see, that does look like Hiraki, so... Could it really be a coincidence that just months after he was arrested? I know he wasn't exactly perfect, but surely he couldn't have done anything that warranted something like this. If only I could talk to him now. I think I might actually want one of his creepy pep talks for once. So you did take tutelage under him. Is that the word, tutelage? I guess I'll have to be the one to motivate myself this time. This game of death and cruelty. So long as we're unyielding in our virtue, there's no way we're going to lose it. Yes, the defining trait of Bito Ultimate Student. Achieving greatness in the eyes of others, no matter the cost. That is my goal. Once I accomplish that, I will finally have the right to call myself the Ultimate Apprentice.
Surprised to see me?
Amidst the barren halls, she lies awake in the dead of night, with an agonizing expression.
Worthless.
How pathetic.
All
If any
of
semblance
you.
of justice existed in this broken, meaningless world of ours, her efforts would likely have been borne fruit.
My oh my.
Alas, such concept of fairness are mere tricks of the mind. So Hide is dead.
Let's see how this turns
I can only
out.
presume that the mask she wears will crack and shatter in time, revealing the desperation lurking beneath.
And so, our performance begins.
Hooray! The audience applauses.
The stage is set. The curtain has risen. And all 16 of our players have been cast in their roles.
And you specified 16 when there's 17 numbers. Hide is correct. You've just confirmed it.
It's amusing how little they suspect. Though he'd already revealed the true nature of our little game, none paid his words any heed.
Unless you're not referring to yourself, and you're referring to one of us. And the teacher is one of the 16. Who called out the game?
Of course, this wouldn't have gone so smoothly without the marvelous work of our star player. I almost regret my plans to dispose of them. Just you wait, my wonderful audience. Soon, you'll be all too aware that not a shred of hope remains for these miserable airworms.
I don't know why. I'm looking. Ooh, Shoko taking one for the team. The blisters. I was gonna say Bisho though. Because Bisho's the one who's kind of corralling people, but also... Yeah. The list of suspects are lining up already.
I am the Lord of Delusion, the wisdom of reprisal, and the patience of 1,000 years.
Cool. Only one of those is actually a title. The other two are concepts.
The id to his ego, the animus to his anima, the yin to his yang.
Oh, Coco. Coco could also be a thing. I didn't think about that, yeah.
In a word, you may call me his shadow.
You are Teddy.
Go forth, former ultimates! Show the world your beautiful vice!
Okay. It seems like we've reached the end. Right. Does the teacher have... Is that the teacher at the very end, or is that Chikuma? Nope, that's Chikuma. So that must be the teacher then. Well then, we reached the end of Chapter 0. It is very, whatchamacallit. I am definitely enraptured in it. I'm hoping Chapter 1 comes out eventually. It's hard to guess who's gonna die first, but I just hope it's not someone I enjoy. I doubt it's gonna be Oniji. Oniji sounds too loud to not having at least one trial. I don't dislike Oniji, but I don't know. I think it's just he's the type of character that I just don't pay attention to. Who? I don't know. Fan seems fun. Toya also seems fun. They're probably going to be in the trial. Iki Namiki is definitely going to be in. At least one or two. I don't know. Is it? Oh, it might be Momoe. Momoe might rush in for justice. That's a shame. I would imagine she'd at least make it into like the first trial, but shame. I don't know. Shoko rushing in doesn't seem likely anymore. I still think the teacher's gonna be... yeah, it could be Hide dying with the teacher killing. Yeah. Or the opposite way around. Teacher dying, Hide killing. But yes, hopefully you enjoyed. I'm gonna let this continue playing. But yeah, with that, goodbye.